We are live. What's good, y'all? Out of town, trying to get some work done. Seeing what the gyms look like in Florida. Trying to expand the content. Boxing there was good. Oh yeah, you've been waiting for me to go live? Damn, you just made me feel bad. I need to go live more often. Yeah, the welterweight division is back. I'm excited. I'm excited. Now that I know Earl Spence versus Terence Crawford is a go. Can't wait. Which fighter are you excited about returning? No. Nah. And it's kind of messed up because the Crawford versus Spence thing was kind of holding it up. He was trying to get Thurman. Don't think he's going to get Thurman. Trying to get Stanionis. Don't think he's going to get Stanionis. I think it might be a situation where he's going to get the next best guy. Maybe it's David Avenesian. Maybe it's a Butaev. But I do have news on when he might be in the ring, though. Showtime, it's either going to be one or the two, more than likely. Showtime wants to put him on Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva, but they want to go on the co-main of Spence versus Crawford. So we'll see how that plays out. Jose, it's happening. It's happening, bro. It's happening. Can't wait. Salute to you, ill status. Yo, I'm gonna start going live a couple times a week. I'm gonna start doing that. Okay. Morrell is facing another undefeated guy. I'm hearing David Benavidez is going to fight Jesse Hart. Cool Boy, not sure who he's fighting next. I know he's trying to get MJ. He really wants that undisputed. Raíz Salim keep calling him out, but Cool Boy got bigger fish to fry. It's nothing against Raíz. It's just the reality of the situation. But yeah, welterweight division is back. Welterweight division is back. Jaron Ennis should return October, November. Spence versus Crawford. Conor Benn. Eubanks. Yeah. Yeah, boxing there. I'm more about getting you to people that actually know boxing. Like, I'm okay. Like, initially, I'm a basketball guy at heart. I got into boxing probably like 10 years ago. And, been slowly garnering knowledge. So I'm not one of these guys who's like a super expert. There's some guys when they're like boxing gyms and my man G5 Jeff, and dudes like that boxing vlog. They really know the X's and O's of boxing, like from top to bottom. Me, not so much. I'm learning. I hope that he wants undisputed, but I don't think that MJ's scared per se. Maybe Eddie don't want that fight. Eddie knows that Cool Boy is not staying at he's not staying at 122 pounds much longer, so he could probably wait him out. The boy, what's good with you, kid? Fellas, if y'all coming in, please hit the like button. It's gonna draw more traffic. Yeah, so Keith Thurman should be returning. Conor Benn versus Chris Eubanks. Whoever Boots gets, whoever's brave enough to get in the ring. Spence versus Crawford. Ugas may come back. I'm hearing maybe Keith versus Ugas. That's a good fight. Who are y'all excited about getting back in the ring? Let me know. Ill status. All right. So initially, I was saying this was a real dangerous fight for Conor Benn. I didn't like it. I didn't see a point. But when I found out about the 5 pound rehydration gloves that they put on Chris Eubanks, so basically you're melting him down to 57, and he won't be able to go higher than 62. Conor Benn should win this just because Chris Eubanks is going to be a skeleton in the ring. That's the reality of it. No, I think I think you're right. I think Eubanks is just about that bread. This is going to be a crazy payday for him. Yeah, I think he should take a break, but shit, a dog is a dog. I think he should take at least a year off, let himself get healthy. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a water. Oh, sexy hotels, sexy waters. Shouts out to y'all, man. I had a really good year, all thanks to y'all. I feel like I had the best fan base in all the boxing, all the sports. Guys that really love the sport, guys that really aren't into the politics and the gossip. Not saying which fight is going to happen, but you got some channels on here that just be talking about everything else except for the fight or how the fight's going to happen. Let's talk about people's situations at home, dudes get arrested, marital troubles. I'm not for that, yo. I try to stay out of these guys' personal life as much as possible. Now, if somebody gets booked and it's going to prevent a fight, then I'll say something. But other than that, nah. I'm a little stuffy, so excuse me. Ugas versus Thurman. Thurman tripping, waiting this long to fight. Honestly, it has a lot to do with dates, man. Al has a lot of fighters, and Al only has so many dates for these fighters. And then Wilder coming back, that threw a monkey wrench in a lot of dudes' plans because Wilder gets, you know, first dibs. Wilder is the cash cow of PBC. Thanks, TZ Frank. I appreciate the love, bro. Bro, is this Garcia versus Tank fight in December real? I'm hearing that it is. I'm hearing that it is. I'm hearing that they've been trying to make this fight since Rollies. And it's not just Tank that's pressing for this fight. Ryan's pressing for this fight as well. So shouts out to Ryan. If this gets done, shouts out to Ryan and Tank for making it happen. Ain't nobody watching that Devin fight because of Wilder. I mean, unless it comes on at a different time, the problem with the Devin fight boxing nerd is we already know the outcome. It's not an intriguing fight anymore. Moses can't fuck with him. So am I going to watch that, or am I going to watch Deontay Wilder come back and us see is he still Deontay Wilder? The boy LT. What up, LT? It's going to be the crazy environment in the arena if Davis versus Tank. You mean Ryan versus Tank? Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. The Mexicanos is going to be in the building. The brothers is going to be in the building. Yeah. It's going to be popping. Might be some fights in the stands. Who knows, man? Typical boxing event. Yeah, but people still ain't going to care because no disrespect to Dev outboxes his opponents to the point where it's like, bro, I ain't watching that shit. I know what's going to happen. Jab, 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 slip, 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 counter right hand, jab, 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 counter right hand, slip, slip. Until we see Dev in there, and not saying Gambosos wasn't the guy at the time, but until we see Dev in there with a Tank, with a Shakur, Keyshawn, with Ryan, it's not going to really intrigue us because we know how good Dev is. We know no B level fighter or no B minus C plus fighter is beating Dev. We know that's not happening. But now we got to see him against the guys who are of his ilk. Dev versus Shakur, who you got? Dev. In a close fight, but Dev. GH, the legend. My God. Can Mosos know he gonna lose? He already saying he better not retire just because he can't beat one fighter. Do I actually box? Just asking. I want to know if reporters actually can box as opposed to just being a spectator. Reality, I do a little something. So I ain't good enough to beat no professional. If that's what you're asking, but I'll do a little something. Is your chin in good hands? My chin in your hands, Judge. Huh? Having no chin is a sin, man. It's my guy, Greg Haggett's in the building. He provide that good chin insurance. Yo, training with Greg, if your technique on the line ain't perfect, Greg's gonna keep you there all day. Like Greg don't play around at all. That's for you, GH. Reality pop star should be on there. That's for you, GH. Reality pop star should be on there. You should. Yeah, reality pop star. If you in the chat, it's the bottom button to the far right corner. How much is that chin insurance package? Jab ambition. Are you crazy? What do you think Dev can do better than Shakur? I think Shakur and Boots the best too. All right. See, I said what's funny is dudes elevate like Shakur to this level that I'm not. That is not realistic to me. Like you haven't seen Shakur against Dev. You haven't seen Shakur against that level fighter, where a dude that's like him, fast, quick, good skills. You haven't seen that. So to just think that it's out of the realm of possibility that Dev won't beat him, I mean, it's a close fight. I favor Dev because Shakur is really, really, really good at one aspect of defense, controlling distance. Shakur is a master at controlling distance. All right, what if he's in there with a fighter that won't allow him to control distance? What if he's in there with a fighter that is fast enough that can put him in positions where he'll have to fight at times where he's not comfortable in fighting? I think Dev has that capability, but we still got to find out. Like Dev to me is more athletic than Shakur. Shakur is more skilled than Dev. That's why it's a perfect fight. And Dev's the bigger man. That's one of the reasons why I give him the edge. My man David Jackson, appreciate you, bro. I'm getting love in DC. Oh man, thanks. I appreciate it. But Dev can't beat Shakur. I think he can. I think we got to see that fight. I think we got to see that fight. My man Reality said Greg need a nigga from NYC. Yo, I think Greg's had a dude from New York. Not sure. G, you ever trained somebody from New York? Yeah. Hey, ill status. His next fight is gonna be at 75. So I'm excited to see G come all the way down. He really should be fighting at like 54. I agree. It's like, do y'all think that Oscar Valdez or Jamel Herring would have beat Dev? No. So why would y'all just, assume that that's not a good matchup? I do think that Shakur can beat Dev, but I also think Dev can beat Shakur. I just favor Dev because of the size at the end of the day. Shakur has had it easy in boxing, elite amateur, the best matchmaker. He probably hasn't faced adversity in boxing ever. I'm not so you can't say he hasn't faced adversity because he lost. He definitely faced adversity in the Olympic finals. World Combat Sports. What's good, Scotty? I think Dev can beat Tank too. Honestly, all the dudes is capable of beating each other. We gotta see who has the best camp and who comes in the best shape. Kyle, what's good? My man. Esau Lee, what's good, bro? Said GHB Hollywood? Nah, GHB is never that. He's king of the trenches, yo. How you see the women fights playing out this weekend? Good question. Shit, me and Greg didn't even talk about the women fights. Damn. Uh, Clarissa, wide unanimous decision. I'm sorry, wide unanimous decision. Us watching it with our eyes. It may be close on the cards. And I think Alicia is going to. I think she's going to clip Michaela, knock her down, but not stop her. But I think she's going to win that fight. Errol, the cowardly Spence in PBC. He's the Mr. Aggressive. Stop, man. Spence ain't no coward. You can't put that on him, bro. You can't do the things that he's done and be a coward. And getting in that ring, shit. Getting in that ring makes you a J. Appreciate it, KS. What's your opinion on Andre refusing to fight Janabek 2 times and vacating the belt on? Well, Edward, you already knew what Bubu's plan was. Bubu was pursuing the Canelo Alvarez fight, and he had to move up to do it. So you can't get mad at a dude for doing something that you already knew that he was planning on doing before Janabek was ever even a thing. He wants to move up. He's facing Zach Parker. What's the difference between Janabek and Zach Parker? Like, I watched both. It's not really much of a difference. Modern King, the welterweight division is whack. Too bad PBC won't invest in it. They're heavily invested in the welterweight division. Shit, they got the best welterweights. I can't see how you say the welterweight division is whack. In house will be the death of PBC. They got all the fighters. Only difference is that Zach Parker brings better matchup. I can see that. Zach Parker is the naturally bigger guy. He's a decorated amateur, just like Janovic. The thing is, y'all saw Janovic in higher profile fights, being he's on ESPN, and you really haven't seen Zach Parker. But there isn't much of a difference if you watch him. There's not. Zach Parker was a decorated amateur. Zach Parker's undefeated. Zach Parker's a puncher too. And who is the top Philly prospects? Oh, that's a good question. I don't consider Boots a prospect anymore, so we will leave him out of it. You got Atif Oberlton, and you got Paul Crawl, Rasheem Jefferson Jr., Jabril Noble, um, Christian Cardo. It's a lot of good kids coming out of Philly. I don't want to forget anybody, but it's a lot of good kids coming out of Philly. Romel Cruz, Raymond Ford, even though he's right outside the city. Uh, Victor Padilla. Shit, it's a lot of kids, man. It's a lot of kids. All right, Modern King. If you man, if you don't like it, then don't watch. I like PBC. I like Showtime. I like, I like Top Rank. I like the Zone. I like everybody. I like anybody that's giving out boxing. Uncle Frank, salute. Janabek is levels above Parker. Andre would get stopped by. Nah, not right with that. But shit, who knows? You got to see it in the ring. You might be right. I could be wrong, or vice versa. If Crawford isn't getting his worth from PBC, they aren't truly investing in this business. That's not how business works. And what's Crawford's worth? Who determines that? Just because you want 50 million, don't mean you're worth 50 million. Your worth is what somebody's willing to pay you. That's just the reality of it. Hot take: Boots should drain himself to 40 and fight Josh Taylor at a catchweight. Funny thing is, Boots can actually weigh in at like 144, 145. And he killed Josh Taylor at a catchweight at any weight. He killed Josh Taylor. Shit. Typical Philly story. Just not being in the gym, not active. Uh, yeah, and the kid can fight. The kid can fight. Yeah, Jabril Noble's a monster, man. Unheralded. He's next. He's definitely next. Will fans be excited slash happy with Boots' next opponent? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Boots is at a weird position where all the top dudes won't fight him because the risk is too high, the reward is too little, and fans won't give him credit for any dude that will step in the ring with him. So it's like he's damned if you do, damned if you don't. But fans need to start putting pressure on these guys for not fighting Boots. If you want to see him in there with an elite guy, tell those elite guys to get in the ring. Give us a breakdown of Conor Benn versus Boots. I think Conor is better than people give him credit for. Um, Conor's getting better. He's getting better fight by fight. In this situation, he'd be up against it. Conor is not that big. He's not a big welterweight. And he'll be dealing with a big, fast, strong, mean welterweight. And I think Conor gets stopped. I think Conor got a lot of heart. And Conor will get there and try to fight Boots because he really can't outbox him. And Conor gets stopped, showing a lot of heart, but just end up being overmatched. Now, I do think Conor has a good chance of beating Virgil. I think that's a very good fight. But as far as Conor versus Boots, now you got Alicia beat Michaela. If you a bet man, that's a good bet. Yeah, man. Yo, you see Alicia body, and I ain't talking about the body. You know what I'm saying? We've been looking at Instagram. I'm just talking about just boxing wise. Alicia is always in great shape. Like she like an action figure. Like she shit. Edward. Fucking Qua. Qua, his cousin Isaiah. I don't really consider Wu a prospect anymore because Wu's already fighting contenders. But yeah, shit, I forgot about Qua. Josephat Ortiz, but he's from Reading. But yeah, funny thing that you bring up Qua, right? Quad might have the highest ceiling of all the prospects. That's what's crazy. Quad, he's like Charlo at 140. Like a big fucking kid. Mean as shit. Punch. Nasty, just nasty motherfucker. Like he getting there like, here, pretty boy. I want you to imagine a pretty boy that likes hurting people. Like that's his twist. Fucking dudes up. And then might, hop in your chick DM or something like that. Like that's Squad. He's that dude. I'm curious to see how he looks when he gets his man stripped. Boots be using PEDs and shit to be a weight bully at 47. Man. Dudes just be saying anything, man. Mr. Aggressive. Dudes just say anything. Like, Boots smokes the whole top 10 welterweights, yeah. Do you think promoters ruin the fight game because of the politics they play? Yes. They ruin stuff for fans because of that. But the reality is, one of the reasons why we got so much boxing is because of the promoters and the networks. Because the networks are heavily invested in boxing, right? So we're getting more boxing than we've ever gotten. Like dudes, we talking about, oh, I missed the days of HBO, and yeah, but it was just HBO. And Showtime was relegated to like its redheaded stepchild. But now we can get 3 cards in 1 weekend, to where as though we got a choice of who we would watch. Uh, Before with HBO it would be 2 cards a month. Now we're liable to get all together 6, 7 cards a month. So nah, man, I'm for the more boxing. I'm not necessarily one of those guys that I only want to watch the best guy, who we consider the best guy versus the best guy. Because as we can see, against Rayo versus Edwin De Los Santos, the best guy in all, the guy you consider to be the best guy isn't always the best guy. Anything can happen in boxing. Boots gonna get the same treatment. They're gonna shut him out. Those PBC lames are micromanaging careers and getting shelved as soon as you're peaking. Boots versus Rashidi. Too early for that. Rashidi's only had 1 round in 2 years. That's not fair to either fighter. I want to see Rashidi get at least 2 fights before he goes up against Boots. I want him to be at his best. I got Alicia too. Michaela intimidated. We gonna find out. Nah, you can't do Boots versus Rashidi yet. Rashidi hasn't even gotten off the rough. I'm going live strong for 1 hour. I'm trying to hit the gyms down here. Rayo is Rayo is the reason we need to see Boots in the top welterweight fight. We got to test him. Funny thing is, Rayo wasn't even in a top lightweight fight. That was just he was a step-in opponent. It was supposed to be a step-up fight. And you see Boots in step-up fights. Lipinus was supposed to be a step-up fight. Delorme was supposed to be a step-up fight. Castillo Clayton was supposed to be a step-up fight. He just so happened to be beating the shit out of them dudes. Boots beats everyone under Spencer Crawford. Boots beat everyone over Spencer Crawford. That's how I see it. But only one way to find out. Boots PD's crazy talk. Boots been sending bro. You see, you trained with him when Moses was on top of the mass jet. Yeah. So anytime they see somebody that they don't want to give credit to, they throw the PD jacket. Some dude's just athletically blessed. Edward, where you from? What part of the city? I get it would be a good fight, but what does Rashidi do for Jaron? I'm fighting Staniotis or petitioning to the IBF to order the Spence mandatory. Uh right now Rashidi does nothing for Boots because Rashidi's just getting back. The one thing Boots can hope for is Rashidi keeps winning and gets a couple of good names under his belt, so whereas though that'll be a big fight because I know Rashidi will get in the ring with Boots. Big blunts. Appreciate the love, my guy. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this is a hell of a view out here. Oh, honestly, if Boots shrink down to 140, division will be dynamite once everyone moves up. 140 is the deepest division in boxing, hands down. A bunch of intriguing matchups can be made at 140 pounds. Bud, number one fan, Bud Crawford beats Errol. I mean, that's very possible, Jared. We pronounce Gerald. It's very possible. That's a 50-50 fight. Wow, Rashidi a pro boxer and you want him to sit? Nah, man. I want Rashidi to just get active. I want him to get another tune up and then get a step up. I don't want Rashidi going in there cold against Boots because I know that's not going to be the best Rashidi possible. I want the best Rashidi possible against Boots. So, dudes to give Boots his credit if he beats him. Oh, I got you, Pop Star. I'll put it on the joint. I don't normally put my Cash App on here, but I got you. Where's my channel? Yeah, I think Rashidi is a dude that will definitely get a ring. I think Connor and Virgil fight Boots, but I don't think that their management is too keen on fighting them. Their management and promoters. But when Connor responded to Boots, that was 100% him. Like he meant that shit. That's for you, reality. You gotta understand that these dudes is dogs. Like they're not scared of another dog. It's the people behind them that's looking at it like, oh, ain't the right time for that. I don't like that style. We can get more money for this later. And that's what happens. Them dudes really be wanting to fight. Oh shit. It's gonna be hard to keep up with. Boots versus yeah. I mean, we're gonna get Spence versus Crawford next. So I'm cool with that. But then give him Stanionis. Like if Thurman don't want to fight, if Thurman want to wait on Spence versus Crawford, cool. But Stanionis got to, yeah, let's have it. You face Butaev, what's the difference? Can you admit that the matchmaking in the UFC is better than boxing because they give the fans what they want? Hey, Jad, when people try to use the UFC thing versus boxing, it's actually a flawed concept because UFC isn't the old like UFC isn't MMA. Okay, MMA is the sport. So you're comparing a promotion or a brand to a sport. UFC is a brand. So UFC be like PBC. You don't get the UFC champion versus the Strikeforce champion. You don't get the UFC champion versus what is it, Bellator? You don't get the UFC champion versus the one belt champion. They don't cross promote. But boxing fans get mad that PBC doesn't like to cross promote. Top Rank doesn't like to cross promote. But y'all let Dana White get away with that. That's the reality of it. Dana White only makes the fights that's under his platform. We don't get champion versus champion fights. Yeah, they don't pay their fighters at all. Like you hear a lot of dudes complain in MMA. Well, UFC, you hear a lot of dudes complain. And it's sad because they be putting their lives on the line. What made Kel say Boots versus Spence will be the best fight of all time for real? Not the best fight of all time, but it'd be a really good fight. Miguel Rosario, I saw the fight in person. I knew he would beat Rayo. The matchmakers messed up. Damn, Miguel, you called that? I saw Edwin De Los Santos spar one of Mr. Bosey's guys, a kid by the name of John Carlos Rivera. Right? I didn't know that was Edwin De Los Santos until Mr. Bosey reminded me that was him. Uh, I didn't think that he would be a Rayo. Rayo's a bad motherfucker. It's just that some of these kids they moving them too fast and they got a lot of defensive deficiencies. Really, really good on offense, but Rayo punches with his chin in the air, wide in the air. All the dude did was punch when he punch when Rayo was punching. That was it. That's all he did. If you go back and you look at the times Rayo got hurt, Rayo's trying to throw a combination. Oh shit, Edward, you from Manioc? Okay. Boots needs to fight Virgil. Boots and Virgil ain't gonna happen until Spencer Crawford lead the division. They're not going to risk that big of a fight or that potentially big of a fight without it being for belts or pay per view. That's not how promoters do business. That's like giving us Spence versus Crawford, before Spence fought Kell Brook, if they both were in the same division. Yeah, I'm gonna check out Centennial Sweatbox. I'm gonna check out what is it, Stateway. I got a list because my man from True School Sports gave me a list and addresses where to go to. Shouts out to my man BT. Fifth Street Gym, Warriors Boxing Gym, Centennial Sweatbox, and Mundo Boxing Gym. That's the joints I'm gonna check out. Hopefully they let me in. This ain't like Philly where I know everybody. This is new city. All right, real fast. This for reality pop star to lead us up for a little bit. Ooh. Reality, I just put it up for you, bro. I'm gonna leave it up and get back to the questions. But yeah, man. Um, I'm gonna see what Miami has to offer boxing wise. I want to check out a bunch of different places. I just want to give y'all the best content possible. I don't really want to be repetitive, even though I love Philly. I want to show my Philly guys love. But I want y'all to see what everybody else is doing in the United States because it's a lot of guys that don't get the love. Like, you know, when I was a boxing fan, all I fucking watched was Robert Garcia's gym because, Ellie was always in there. And so I knew, what they had going on, and I knew, who had fights or sparring or whatnot. But there's a lot of other guys that don't get love. And I'm not criticizing Ellie, but reality is there isn't, that many guys going around and going to the gyms. A lot of dudes do the events, but a lot of dudes really don't play the gyms like that. And the gyms is the gyms is when you get the real, like the at the events, that shit is a show. The gyms is that real gritty, grimy. I'm talking about, peeled knuckles and just you see a dude unhappy because he cutting weight. And yeah, real boxing. But reality, I hope you got that because I'm gonna get back to the questions. Um, yeah, Cash App, Jamil D. Parker. That's my name. Yo, Brian, they need to leave them Dominicans alone, man. Stop bringing in these Dominican dudes on short notice. They not playing no games, yo. They not playing no games. They out for blood. So I don't know who's that. Is that the Cubist that's bringing them in? Like the Cubist, it seemed like he just got a bunch of Dominicans just living under the stairs, and he just let them out as soon as somebody pull out, and they beat somebody ass, and then now they, now they household names because that's what happened. We didn't know who Hector Garcia was. Ismail Salat kept him locked in the cellar and only let him loose when it's time to fuck people up. Now he's a world champion. Yeah, leave them dudes alone, man. I don't know what they putting in the water at DR, but uh, they making tough ass fighters and thick ass chicks. that's the that's what's popping in the DR, yo. You gonna get a dude that's gonna beat your ass, and you gonna get a chick that you gonna want to marry. You trying to catch up? Anthony Jones was good. Trying to catch up. Let me see if I can get to your question. Reality. uh, Shouts out to the $5 cash out from my man Reality. He said, "Why boots ducking the smoke?" They train at a different gym now, bro. They are at a gym called Philly's Next Champ. So if you really want to, go up there and spar, just go up there. It's on Grant and Bustleton. The gyms be out of shit. I bet. That's why dudes come to train in Miami. It's easy to cut weight. All right, fellas, we had the last 15 minutes of the show. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in. Oh, shit. Forgot to tell y'all. I just started channel memberships, and you can look at on the page. It gives you a variety of different memberships that you can pick. I got stuff for as cheap as $2.99. I got something as expensive as $10. So it gives a description of what you can get, and if you want to join, shit, I would appreciate it. But for the last 15 minutes, I'm going to open the panel for anybody that wants to talk. But when I start my live show, the panel will only be for members. Oh, Edward, they wanted more space. Philly's next champ is bigger, a lot bigger. But yeah, they wanted more space. But Philly 101 still got Mr. Bosey's oldest son, Pooh. Still got Greg. Still got Rob Acosta. Still, like, it's still popping. It's just that they specifically just wanted more room. Like, Mr. Bosey has a lot of fighters now. And
ERS.
my man Johnny Ortiz. What up, Johnny?
What's poppin'?
My man Jeff. What's good, Jeff? All right, we got Dave. Y'all tell me what y'all want to talk about. It's 15 minutes left in the show. Y'all got it.
I just hopped in, so I missed the whole show. My fault, bro.
Yeah, I just saw it too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, we got another cash app from my man Reality. Appreciate
Somebody said, why
$5 cash app from my man Reality Pop Star. I need
did
GHB
Boots
to be in my
switch
corner
gyms?
now.
Philly
Yeah, tell
boxing.
Greg. Man, Greg will be in your corner. Greg a lot of smoke. But yeah, Philly next champ on Grant Bustleton. If you really want to spar it, see if they'll let you.
Who
It's
talking
hard
about
to get
sparring?
He wants spar Boots.
Who, this dude, Edward?
No, Reality Pop Star. Edward's actually from the city. He used to train at the Masjid. Well, when Mr. Mosey was above the Masjid.
Yeah, the original dungeon.
Yeah, the original dungeon.
Reality.
Catch me, nigga.
Who do you think Boots will fight next? If I had to guess, me and Johnny was just talking about this earlier. If I had to guess, I'm going to lean toward either David Avanesian or Butaev. What you think, Johnny?
Butaev.
You think Butaev?
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
But I don't know. I don't know. It depends on the situation.
Boots got to build his own John. I'm pretty sure that's coming.
Where's Garcia click now?
Oh,
Speedy or Stanionis. I think Stanionis gonna fight the dude Crowley next.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Me and Greg definitely got something cooking. We actually gonna be in the studio. So we just checked out the studio the other day. But yeah,
Greg need to walk in on Jake Paul and them.
Press conference is gonna be in what, Phoenix, right? Yo, so y'all got the floor, man. What y'all want to talk about?
I don't know what's new in this boxing world, man.
Spence versus Crawford's a go, but you already know that.
Yeah, but we all how many times we talk about that subject?
True. All right.
We could.
Clarissa Shields.
Versus Savannah.
Savannah Marshall. Yeah. Michaela Mayer versus Alicia Bumgarner. Come on, y'all. Give it to me.
I'm taking. No, it's my man Jamil. This show. I'm taking Clarissa decision over Savannah Marshall. That Kayla versus Alicia is gonna be tough. I won't be surprised if I had a bet in person. I'll probably take Kayla, but I want Alicia to win.
Hey, Dave, who you got? Oh shit, Dave just left. Hey, Bishop, who you got? Dave, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Kyle,
you good? Yeah, what's up with it, bro?
I want to welcome my man Kyle from the boxing section. One of the best. Subscribe to the boxing section. One of the best YouTube channels out. My man be running late too. So when you ain't
Man,
got
Kyle be in there.
where everybody else be sleep, Kyle be giving out content. And there's plenty of times I'm up late, looking for something to watch. Subscribe to the boxing section. Kyle, Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, Michaela Mayer, Alicia Bumgarner. Who you got?
So I got Carissa Shields, easy work. I got Michaela Mayer in a tough fight.
Ooh, okay. You think the amateur pedigree and the size gonna get over?
The corner.
It's a good quarter. It's a good quarter. Yo, I didn't know, Johnny, you know Alicia is trained by Al Mitchell?
Bumgarner?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. No, hold up. She trained by Al Mitchell.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Let me know in the comments who you got. Clarissa, Savannah Marshall, Alicia, or Michaela.
Yeah, I got Clarissa winning, but Savannah, she got I know they got a good corner and all that shit too, but Clarissa, I think on outbox Savannah. I got her Clarissa in the decision. I don't see her stopping Savannah.
Yo, are y'all worried that Clarissa's gonna get robbed over there?
I'm not because it's gonna be like a Devin Haney Cambosa situation. It's gonna be so one-sided that they're not gonna be able to rob her. In the UK, they love American fighters in the UK, so it's not like they want to rob them.
I think Savannah low key bigger than Clarissa. I just see Clarissa outboxing them. I see Savannah just trying to go for the knockout. Just like I don't know, like I see Clarissa throwing in combos and moving while Savannah trying to get that one punch in.
If Alicia win, you hopping in the DMs, Johnny? Alicia might be the most.
No, I'll let her come around to me.
Huh?
I'll let her come around to me.
Yeah. Do you think Alicia can stop Michaela?
She got the pop to hurt her, but I think just the pedigree of Michaela and Michaela's just awkward.
Michaela got an amateurish style though.
Yeah.
And I didn't know she was that old. Y'all knew Michaela was 32?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But you know the thing about it is when you can get Al Mitchell off the couch and say, you know what, I'm about to get back full time into boxing. I'm gonna train a girl for the first time in my life. You gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right. Yeah, now I was confused. I know Michaela, not Bumgarner. Michaela trained by Al Mitchell.
I thought Michaela was trained by K.
It's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same.
Oh, now I'm confused. So they going against each other.
Okay, so listen, Coach K and Al Mitchell, they work together. They got a team, right? Alicia Bumgarner is trained by Tony Harrison and his brother.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So Tony Harrison and the brother is training Alicia. I was hold up.
Oh, okay.
Is Al Mitchell? That's why I was confused. Like, hold up. Like,
so then, yeah, I would favor, as far as corners go, you got to favor Alicia. You got to favor Michaela.
I mean, and then it's the pedigree. It's we were supposed to fight in the amateurs, but you lost and I won. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but Alicia got the more impressive win. Like she went to Terry Harper backyard and went in her fridge and ate her food.
I mean, but let's be honest though. This is a whole different ball game, man. That's what I'm saying. These two women, that's why it's so close of a fight, because it's like an Errol, Spence, Terence, Crawford, where nobody else is gonna be able to beat them but them two. You get what I'm saying, though? Like,
want to appreciate another super chat from my man Reality Pop Star. He say Clarissa got a wagon.
Yeah, yo, that's why she won't go down and weight, man. She's trying to keep that John.
Yo, I seen Clarissa off weight one time, Kyle. Yo, it was cold grits, man. It was cold grits in that trash, man. Shouts out to her.
Y'all not gonna get me snapped on by these female fighters and all that shit. They see me in person. Oh, you talking about my ass?
It's a compliment. As far as what's the next fight? Kyle, you fuck with Ryo, right? What was your thoughts on Ryo getting stopped? Kyle. Oh shit, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Johnny.
You saw Ryo he got caught in between shots.
Hey Mel, I never heard of cold grits. I heard of cold peanut butter, but I ain't never heard of cold grits though.
Cold peanut butter might be worse.
Yeah, thicker than cold peanut butter, man.
Oh gosh, yeah, shit. What you think about y'all think about Ryo being stopped by Edwin De Los Santos?
I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I was saving that ass whooping for Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, you was in that. As a matter of fact, the viral clip of Keyshawn talking shit about Ryo, Kyle was there.
Y'all got
Kyle probably instigated that shit.
He did, you know, Kyle always, man. Kyle will rouse somebody up in a heartbeat.
Hey, listen, and you know how you ever watch battle rap?
Yeah.
Remember how how T-Rex and K-Shine used to hype each other up? Like a nigga grab him, like, get that nigga. That's kind of how I was doing. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I was doing it. So,
then he ended up tweeting after Ryo got cooked that I told y'all stop comparing these prospects to me.
But you see, he reposted my video that I had posted too.
So shit, if that's not a reason to subscribe to the boxing section, I don't know what is, yo.
Are you going to the Shakur fight? You got to.
I'll be there.
Jersey.
I'll be there. You going?
Come on, man. The pig pork is elephant heavy. Is water wet? You gotta come to Vegas, man. You gotta come to Vegas, man.
I've been out to Vegas since COVID. I went out when COVID was jumping, but that was the last time I've been out there.
Yeah, man. I'm about to I'm set to film. Start filming a documentary in October. So I'm gonna be out there in Philly, fucking with Greg. I'm gonna go to Savage fight on the first. Fuck with him and Errol.
Okay.
We gotta link up for that.
What's the documentary on?
So it's called The B-Side. So basically, I'm going to like all the B-side fighters and talking about the dangers of being a B-side, like the business of boxing, of how just for instance, like Greg, the other day he had that fight, right? Dude basically was like running around the ring. All he did was just stick his arm out. He didn't land no shots, and then they give him the fight.
Yep.
Right? See, Greg is notorious for taking these fights on like hella short notice. You could tell Greg he about to fight a heavyweight 30 minutes before the fight, and he'll take the shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things about the B-side, where it's like they put all this shit in the contract for you to like lose. You know what I'm saying? And then you end up winning the fight, then you know what I'm saying? It gets crazy. So basically, I got I got Mama's Boy. I got Johnny Rice, Mickey
That's
Bay,
good.
and Greg. So I'm doing the documentary on them four.
You said Mickey Bay?
Yeah.
Is Mickey a B-side?
Yeah, remember he fought Cambosis?
Yeah.
Off a 3-year layoff?
He really beat Cambosos. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
But he was. I don't know about career B side. Somebody be good for his Tevin.
You said what now?
I don't know about Mickey Bay being a career B side person.
No, it's not. It's not about the career. It's really about basically. So when I say the B side, it's like you
like their experiences being on B side.
Yeah, like it's like sometimes because it's a setup. The B side is sometimes is most of the times the setup, but sometimes you get that Ryu where you take a guy on short notice and then he put Brett to sleep, or the Chris Covert where you take this guy on a short notice and then he beats you. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where that's kind of what the documentary is going to be about. It's going to be like the business of boxing on one aspect, and then the other aspect is when the B side actually beats the A side fighter. Things, you know what I mean? Things like that. Because Mickey Bay was on a 3-year layoff before he fought Cambosis.
No, I get it because I'm about to say Tevin Farmer would have been perfect.
Brian, his channel's called The Boxing Section, yo. Check it out. Go subscribe. Go subscribe to The Boxing Section, yo.
Yeah, man, appreciate that. Man, me and Mel was in the mix. What was that 2-3 months ago?
What fight was that? That was Betterby versus
Joe Smith.
Betterby versus Joe Smith. A fucking
this man Kyle gonna get on
got
the
this
Boyardi
big
nerve.
ass shit. Kyle got a chain that looked like he just got signed to Rock Nation.
Chill, champ.
Mm-hmm. You got Kyle getting on the Boyardi nerves and shit. I'm hearing.
No, listen. I told Yard to him face, man. I told him. I said, listen, don't do this right now, man. You don't need this right now, man. You know what I mean? I told him, bro, like, you don't want this. Like, because it don't make sense to do it. It don't make sense, bro.
Yo.
You young and you're going to almost die?
Betterby is beating the stuffing out of these niggas, yo.
Dog, did you see how he did Joe Smith? You can hear that shit from the parking lot, what he was hitting Joe Smith with, man.
Yo, what got me is he started outboxing Joe Smith. Didn't put him to sleep.
I wasn't surprised about him outboxing Joe Smith.
I thought he was gonna walk Joe Smith down, but he showed he got other avenues to whooping your ass, bro.
Yeah.
Dude is savage. But yo,
drink this.
We about to head out for the strong hour. I'm about to hit these gems up. Thank y'all for joining me. Johnny, Kyle, really appreciate y'all. Y'all my brothers, man. Everybody in the chat, thank you. Reality Pop Star, David Jackson, thanks for the super chats. I love y'all, man. Shit, we about to see what this Miami boxer hitting for, man.
Hey, if y'all can, man, I'm live at 6, man. Wire Wednesdays, so y'all can pull up to the Wire Wednesdays, man. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Check out Kyle, the boxing section, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
All right, most definitely.
We out.